I'm gonna restart my recording now. And if you wanted to recap the last game, what do you think of the major points that went down?
Aliens had a very rough start. I think Marines just, when they got the hub gate up, they didn't really do much except defend the hub gate. And I think that was just a waste of time. Because the aliens were killing their res nodes for free, like they weren't making trades. So ore and warehouse were down for a while, and platform would go down every now and then. And I think ET was down. So they were stuck on very few nodes without doing much. So I think aliens eventually just got back when AusNS got up. And then it was just aliens packing hubs, and the gates went down, and Marines didn't have much res. Oh yeah, I think even though you have upgrades up, you still need the T-res for meds and cap packs to be able to push the hive and do actual pressure.
I mean, I did see them try a few times to push into Logi and Obs, but they just kind of got cleared by the fades. And that kind of goes back to them not being able to push before the fades popped out.
Yeah, they didn't really capitalize on lurks going down. Because they took both lurks down very well early. Anyway, we're going live again. And the spawns are...
Oh, I actually gotta change my little scoreboard.
Oh, nice. Wait, fragmented lead.
Oh wait, yeah, damn it!
Two in repair already.
Ooh, got a
It's very unexpected.
Strong pressure on repair side. Meanwhile, Obs is getting crushed. This couldn't leave Marines potentially exposed.
Aliens come back though.
Go crush Logi, I think. They see the 2 in Obs and they're like, no, don't want to take that fight.
Just take the 1 in Lodge. That's a very nice crush. And straight to base.
Oh, if they can ambush, Flea's coming in here.
Oldwick should take him out. That. Skulks are too low here. A bit of TK.
Kind of a shame that he didn't bite Logi. I mean, it wasn't built. I mean, the power wasn't built, so they weren't getting res from it. But I'd rather have seen them bite down the node.
Yeah. Deny the 10 res.
They went base. Yeah, they went base, and now they've got nothing pretty much because the 2 in repair denied ore. Meanwhile, the Marines didn't lose the node, they only lost the res they would have gotten if the node was up.
Yeah.
Oh, can Brad take Oldwick? Does he have time? Oh.
Oldwick, 18%. Robo Spanker.
Not sure who that is. Was he the sub?
I think he's the sub, yeah. Replacing T-Joy. I like his DP.
Yeah, that is legitimately Robo Spanker. I haven't seen
2.3k hours of NS2.
Damn, what the fuck? I don't know.
He's Australian, because of the ping. I have no idea who he is, but it's got mumble.
Somehow,
Andy.
Just found it. Failed. 2,000 hours randomly.
I think it's Andy.
Got them to sub him. But then why would he change his Steam name to Robo Spanker?
I have no idea.
A lot of effort here.
No, Oldwick.
I don't like to see this the lone guy, Brad, here in hub laning. If there's someone biting a node, it kind of annoys me to see this on tram. Because once you already see that the aliens have run past, you've already failed at lane blocking. Like, the lane blocking's done.
Yeah,
And then you
no
need
need
to go out and chase them across the map and try and defend the nodes. You can't just let them bite down ET and Orbs and Logi.
Yeah. Tell me he's about to cop the pinch here. Yep, Brad should see him.
If
Brad?
they see him.
Bradley?
If they see him.
Can he get one? He gets one.
Maybe? No.
That's very good for Tommy, I think. He's lucky to have gotten one.
Yeah.
Maybe there was a dint in the roof there that he was hiding in.
I think
No?
he was. Yeah. Still good pressure by aliens, even though they had a bit of a rough start, not being able to cap any nodes. Still put down 2 nodes, which is better than Intent was doing last round.
Lurks are up already. Oh, Kalmos.
Oh!
Does well to fend off a lurk. No? Tommy's back in.
Yeah,
And he's got back up.
It's a bit surprising this engagement's going on for so long. I thought
I'm not sure how many med packs were given, but not too many.
Both sides. Almost a repeat of last game. You see Marine's still doing well, but they can't seem to clear alien nodes well enough to prevent the life forms and let the life forms come out.
yeah.
Start slowly losing ground. I mean, I was still
Alien's about to get on
really
4
nice-
nodes.
Yeah. Some really nice alien pressure at the start. It's just slowly being eaten away. Blades won't really be
Yeah.
that delayed now. That is good.
Pretty cool move by Andy there. Flying backwards while
Yeah, I was
spiking and
impressed
gets on
with
that.
himself. Yeah.
This movement. I think this is. Oh no. I think that was a bit of miscommunication there.
Yeah, that's what they're doing.
Yeah,
One
indecisiveness.
guy went to go bite Orbs, another one stayed and got picked off, and worse. Only one by one. They're both healed up together, and managed to take the fight. Andy's out.
But still, Andy's out. I don't like this by aliens. They're not really doing much by doing this.
They're definitely not in a tight group. It's like see the lurks doing. That's the worst as a marine, when you just have like 2 lurks just fucking in your face, like, flying around, and you get damage on them, but you're not going to get enough on one
You're not going to do a
to
kill.
mean anything.
Brad though, very sneaky. What he'll do with it. He should go to kill Orb, assuming he knows it's low, because his teammate was in there earlier. No?
Easily packed out and nice. Interesting to see no gorge for Intent. I mean,
For
they
either
don't need
team,
it,
actually.
so you can't blame them.
I'm
I mean,
a
they were
big
2
fan of the
different
gorge.
spawns. I definitely like this gorge on the north spawn.
Yeah.
It just means you build things so much faster.
I think even South Spawn it's useful just because it can heal resonates when they like after pressure. They can heal them up and possibly save them from dying and keep the res flow going.
Especially if the lurks, I mean, if the gorge lives long enough to heal the lurks,
Mm.
it'd be really painful if the lurks just take a bit of chip, go back to heal, go back right in. Don't even
Yeah,
have to
without
do-
having to come to the hive, they can stay deep in the map.
Shotguns are out though, finally. Might see if there's a change in this game before Fade be able to pop. So lucky.
How long? Nah, Fade res is up already. What happened? Why is the P res so low? What? For aliens.
For games. Oh, at the start they were stuck on their one node till.
Oh no, actually no. Sorry, I didn't see AL going Fade Egg. I thought they just had 2 on 37 res,
Oh yeah.
and one person like
That would have been.
had no res for some reason. But yeah, so standard 2 lurks and 2 fades and 1 on us, I think. I think this is the point where it's hard to lose as an alien when you have this much res.
Pretty tough with 2 fades being out. Although we don't see. Yeah. Unless.
Clearances should be easy.
Yeah. Unless fades play badly and get killed. That we're gonna see much of a change.
Yeah. As long as both don't die. I think if one dies it's okay, just because they're holding 4 res nodes. Because by the time Onos gets up,
Yeah.
the Fade can just go Gorge and it should be fine.
Oh, please cut these 6 in half. Yeah.
Hub gate. Hopefully Reigns can do something with the hub gate this time.
It's honestly a lot harder. Let this down in a pair. Nice. Oh, and a fade! Brad! Pulling it out. That was pretty
That's a big change in the
impressive.
game there.
Solo against 3 aliens. Manages to still get the pick. And his
That's very
shotgun
nice.
will get recycled. Oh, beautiful.
So that's no loss there from Reigns at all.
Oh, unless it doesn't get recycled? I think it should. Did we get it?
Wait, where is it?
In the pair, by the node.
Pretty sure he would have got it. Ah, there we go.
Oh, yeah. Although Brad bought another shotgun, so I don't think anyone can actually pick up the shotgun. Please can.
Oh, I guess that shotgun's
Give it
just there.
It's gonna stick around.
P-res is pretty hard on Marines. So. No. I think it's still hard for Marines to come back now, because there's PV in Mez, which will take a while to take back.
It's just
And then-
horrendous. I really hate Mez as a Marine.
Yeah, PV
It's such a
Mez.
pain having to climb up those stairs from both sides, really. Just an elevated position.
I think second hive's up now. Dropped, I mean.
Yeah, drop to 7.
I'd like to see the Lurk who died go Gorge and heal it up to get up quicker, because then Umbra can come up while Onos comes up.
Oh, definitely. Definitely. I mean, I don't know the timing for
As long as
hive, but
Annie
it
doesn't
seems
die.
like as a commander, it takes fucking ever.
Yeah, definitely.
Second hive to build rigorously. Hubgate gets nicely cleared.
Traded for ore though. I think aliens should pack this, should be able to take this as well. Yeah, it's grinded. No? Robo gets in just in time. Bro goes down and that should be the gate down. Yeah, Camels doesn't phase through, it's good. Phase right into a grind.
It's a shame here. I mean, I think this game is probably drawing to a close, honestly.
Yeah, I think so too.
It's a shame though, 'cause
Marines.
I hope that Fragmented don't go a bit too disheartened. I think these were 2 quite good games all in all. Just that intent were able to end it
Ended earlier, I guess.
a bit faster. Yeah. I mean, you almost saw the exact same thing with Hubgate dying. If they were able to hold all, it would have been almost a mirror. They probably would have just held and stuck around in ore, trying to defend it against waves of aliens. Meanwhile, lost the
Yeah.
map. One last hard push, I hope. Before they lose these shotguns. That's the other thing with the Gorge, with the Bile, at around the mid-game. It just starts filing those shotguns. You don't notice it until 15 minutes, and suddenly the Marines have no P-res whatsoever. So
Yeah.
just getting Bile as well.
Marines are already struggling for P-res though, with they all have one wave of shotguns left and then they're done with shotguns. So yeah,
Nice to
Bile would
see,
be quite efficient. Or should have been dropped by now, I think, but not sure what the delay is by aliens.
It's a bit odd to go for repair first, but yeah, I can't really blame them. I mean,
Yeah, could have gotten both up at the same time though, I think.
he's definitely got all of the drifters he needs for it. building a whip and a crag up in a observation's pretty cheeky.
Yeah. Cheeky whip. I think Onos is up. Is Umbra? Umbra's started.
Pretty sure this is all going to get built in obs, just kind of growth. I feel this is almost where I feel like I'd want for Fragmented to call the GG if it means that they're not going to get disheartened by continuing to play on. Because certainly I know that if I spawned and I was like, oh, I'm going to go save obs, and I turned up to a whip and a crag, I'd be like, oh, fuck no, really?
Yeah, it is
Our only
pretty...
other node is getting killed by a fucking whip.
It's because no Marines have been
Aliens
there
are
for a
fine.
while. No Marines have been going into ET through obs. It's pretty easy for aliens to get the PV in there.
I mean, both those things got built the entire time and no one even came in to see.
Yeah. I think the thing is, there's no... It's almost a waste of a Marine if you go to obs, because you got a gate and hub. If the res node's capped, to get to ET, you just go hub to ET, instead of walking through obs. So it's a pretty smart move there by Alien's commander to drop the PV in there, assuming no Marines would walk in there. Whether he meant it or not. So long as the Onos doesn't die here to 5 Marines, should still be in favour of
I really think that all these life forms could die, and Alien is really fine. And it's almost honest again.
Yeah.
Old Wick can
7
play it
nodes.
again if he dies. It would just take so long for the Marines to kill all the nodes that by the time they got their own down to 2 nodes, they'd have all their life forms back.
Yeah.
Finally get the hub gate again, but not gonna really be able to do much at this game.
They could go
Oh,
Ram.
Oh, these Onos.
AL throws
Such
himself
clutch
in the
plays
way.
by these
to
Onos
save. Yeah.
on both these games.
I think if Regen heals so much now, hey? Like, he's already on 50%.
Yeah, pretty much. I think he got a mucus actually from that.
Yeah.
Gives her a better.
It's version
even
2,
then-
isn't it?
Yeah.
Not sure how Robo got into warehouse then. Does take out a shell. It's a nice one.
Yeah, he just ran up from the pair. Decided to ignore the node. Because it's starting to get late in the night. If I was Fragmented, I'd want to call it and try and reset, talk about what went wrong in these games and what they should do. Rather than continuing.
Are there more maps to go?
I'm pretty sure there's one more map.
Okay, so yeah, best of... Oh, there's a surrender.
There we go.
Yeah, I think it's best of 4, isn't it? Oh no, just 4 rounds.
Yeah, I think there are 5 maps or 6 maps in the rotation across all rounds.
Okay.
Although we will see here if they actually start the vote map or people.
Oh, 1 person left.
Very professional by us. I have no idea what's going on.
It's not a very professional stream, I think. Is it?
It's not even a stream.
Yeah.
That's the level that we're at.
Ghetto. Yeah, let's go. 1v1 me.
1v1. I can take you, bro. You what, mate?
Smack you in the gullet. Caged? Surely not. Oh my lord.
I think, yeah, they haven't. I watched, they played Biden and Jambi before, Summit, so I think Caged is all that's left. And then Kodiak, I think actually one of the last rounds of Kodiak.
Oh, wow.
I
Okay.
Oh, that's a
Failed.
Well. Shame no one here has admin, I don't think. Where's Bernage or Sev?
I think that's how much Cage is disliked. Not even when you're meant to play it, people don't even F1 it. I think Cage is way too big to be competitive.
I think it definitely has the potential, and it seems that I can't remember who it is that's currently doing most of the footwork for it. But he seems to be updating it fairly regularly, so I think it definitely has the potential. It seems to me just to be like a sideways veil, in a way, except without the double res node in the center. Because it's pretty easy for Marines to get screwed over.
The way I see it though is like Tram, how I think the first game tonight we saw Marines. I think if you start in server, Ore and Warehouse become a lot like Generator and wait, I need to see the map. But the top left side of Tram, assuming you start in server as Marines, is a lot like the top right side of Caged, where it's very hard to cap the nodes because they're so far away from the rest of the map. Like Monitoring and Generator and Auxiliary, they're pretty far away from the rest of the map.
Yeah, I can see that.
So once one sculpt gets instability, it's almost like 2 res nodes are down easily. Especially if it chases through the vents and stuff.
I also think that it sort of is different in Vale in the sense that upper waste flow would be in sanitation, so that Marines would have to always be walking past it if they're going into the map.
Oh yeah.
Because that's kind of what saves the nodes on Vale, is that the Marines can't help but walk by Skylights and Topper and save them if they're being bit.
Yeah, there's no really...
It's a lot easier, yeah. Skulks just kind of come round and bite the Marines.
You don't really have to go out of your way to save the res node on Vale.
But then again,
whereas I think...
yeah. It does take the alien team to recognise that and actually go bite the naturals and not take the fights.
Yeah.
Sometimes you still see Marines holding 4 nodes easily, when really, I would agree that it really shouldn't be that possible. So you reckon we're going to see 2 more alien wins? I mean, Tram's already fairly balanced, and you saw 2 fairly convincing alien wins on that.
Yeah, I think we should see 2 alien wins just because of the map, assuming no stuff ups happen. I think if it happens on Tram, it would happen on this map.
Yeah.
How about you? What do you think?
Oh, I don't agree. Usually what I see happening on Cage is that it's almost more balanced for like the top tier, like almost premier level players that are able to really go through and pressure aliens' skulks and really punish them. Because I think unless you're going to be winning the 2v3s, 2v4s fairly easily as Marines, it's going to be pretty difficult to pressure alien res, because once you die it just takes so long to run back to pressure.
Yeah.
I mean, just sort of compare from Tram to OBS and from Marine Start down to Fury or Vent. I'm not sure if it is much of a longer run, but definitely seems like it.
Yeah, it seems like it when you're in game, I think.
Especially considering that if you're trying to run straight down to these alien naturals, you can't run past your natural res nodes. So oftentimes you'll see an alien biting on upper, and the Marine will have to be diverted and try to save that, or go to central and save that.
Yeah.
Rather than in Tram running past Mez or platform sort of already saving it.
Yeah, save it on the way to your own turn pressure. Anyway, we're live now. So, 2 Marines topside.
Interesting. Yeah.
Hey,
Interesting to see
interesting AFK here, I guess. Sitting in base, mining RAM as he builds. Hey, DC.
Yeah. Interesting to see that they decided to go for a Arms Lab start. I definitely feel like Cage is almost like Descent, in which a Mines is almost necessary in terms of the meta. Because it's so, I mean, if you have Marines who... if the Marines are actually able to be successful and push all the way down to Puri or shipping and be at an alien natural, there are just so many ways for the aliens to get across the map and to spawn with the Marines not even hearing them.
Yeah, and the fact that shipping and Puri are so far away from base, by the time they run back, their aliens have probably already killed the chair, possibly. Like on Tram, you could have Marines run back from like hub to the server very easily before, like, to prevent a base rush. But from like central to base, Marine start does take quite a while, I think.
Especially because even with the lanes, like Marines running back from Logi can still sort of lane block south tunnels if they hear someone coming across, but on a map like Cage, they start running back and there's just, there's no real choke points for the aliens.
Yeah, from ventilation, there's like three ways out to Marine start, pretty much. You go through shipping if they're in Puri, then just go through shipping to central, and up to monitoring to base.
I mean, that's the thing that, like, on Cage, if the aliens really want to, they can really just go across the entire outer rim of the map, sort of unseen and unknown by the Marines.
Yeah.
Because it seems like that's what the Vents are almost trying to accomplish. I'm not really sure. I'm not a map creator, but especially this, I'm not sure if you're familiar with this Vent and Gen. The Gen stability, one hallway. That Vent, these two Vents are fucking abysmal for
OP,
Marines.
Man.
So it just means that these three res nodes in monitoring Gen and Oxy are just sort of like, well, if you see a sculk in that Vent, it's like, alright, well, I guess I'll just have to chase you across the entire map.
Yeah, or sack 2 nodes.
Yeah, pretty much. Cage is definitely the worst in terms of being a Marine and having a sculk run through. You just know that that's just going to be the next minute for you, is just running across the map. Not nothing more depressing, I think.
It's such a alien-friendly area, I think. Like so many places to hide, to ambush, in like generator.
I mean, on the flip side, if you do get a sewer spawn or an oxy spawn, I mean, sewer spawn and gen spawns were used to be fairly possible for Marines to come through and cut cysts in Puri or bypass area and just entirely stop the alien expansion across the map.
Hmm. Yeah, I think if aliens started a generator, it was very hard because Marines don't cap generator, so there's no real like advantage in that sense for aliens. Like they can't bite generator. Like if they started sewer, Marines would cap generator, but if they started generator, Marines would just cap sewer. Like,
Yeah,
and it's a lot easier to bite generator than it is to bite sewer.
yeah, I'd agree.
Although I'd like to see gorge tunnels used. They weren't used on tram, but for this map I think they're quite necessary to get a massive advantage at the early game for aliens.
I like to see I approve of the wine and the playing of NS2.
The what?
Seeing that in chat apparently our PC crashed and I'm still running here.
The wine. Somehow a big fan of the wine.
Yeah.
So yeah, they are going arms lab, no mines. The Marines.
It's really up to the aliens to maybe trying to find an opening through. I mean, the Marines have to be really on top of their laning, being aware of the temperature of base well.
Oh, that was a quick
Nice
kill.
pick. Yeah, monitoring. And
Ram though sneaking in. He's spotted.
Got
This one
good
very
chip
low.
on one. Oh, please.
Goes down. That's a very important engagement there that lost some Marines, because that's a res node down.
Yeah, especially with the arms lab, that means that they're not going to get... Just know that they'll be able to start weapons 1 once armor 1's finished. They
Yeah.
have to recap the node, and then earn the res back, and then earn the res for another upgrade.
And there is no gorge tunnel, which makes me a little sad. I think with the sewer start, you just drop a tunnel in shipping tunnels, and then that's like 4 nodes capped, in my opinion.
Yeah, easy. I mean, especially because it just sort of negates that problem from before. They mentioned that sometimes it's easy for Marines to just cut cysts by the hive and then stop the alien expansion across the map. Because you already have the gorge tunnel. Sometimes you see gorge tunnels from sewer to Oxy, because it just takes so long for the Marines to run to Oxy.
Yeah, definitely.
That just sort of negates any sort of cyst cutting in Fury, because I mean, like, whatever. We can still have Oxy and we still have the node and we can drop the hive and then just cyst from the other side of the map.
Yeah. It's a good clearance here by aliens in
Yeah.
there.
Nothing died,
That's
everything
right.
got low. Some nice
Yeah.
movement by everyone, taking chip and then letting someone else come in to kill.
Some Marines are stuck on 3 res nodes.
It's interesting to see when monitoring died, there was someone else in Gen who capped that. And no aliens really been up to scout that. Kinda would like to see I'd almost say on this map it'd be really good just to have one alien dedicated to be on the opposite side of the map and ignoring every
Yeah.
fight and just trying to get there.
Like Robo is at the moment doing
Yeah.
well, I think.
He's gonna take this fight. I don't
Oh,
think he
it's
needs
not
to.
favourable. Even though Tommy has no armor. He gets out, it's good.
Or just sit
Kalmos is
sitting
here now.
Be a bastard. Oh, I can do it with a friend.
Yeah, I think they should 2v1 it. Or
This is important because he dies.
Yeah.
Here. Yeah, both skulks living.
That's
means
2
this
res nodes
node's
down
dead
there.
And Gen will die because there's no way with the 2 skulks they're fighting it down. It'll
Yeah. Yeah, you only need one in generator, and that's good that Robo went out to do something else.
I think I might
Although
like
if
to see
AL
two. If they had two there, then Gen definitely will die before AL would even get there. He
Dunno
might
if-
save it, maybe, if he runs. I reckon he can. It's possible.
Yeah, you should save it actually, but it depends on the 1v1 who would... I think AL. Yeah,
If he
it's
had
bad luck.
two skulks there, that would have been 2 nodes dead. Would have to recap. That's a marginal call, I feel like. In that sort of situation, you'd want just to power down the nodes. They
Yeah.
almost might have tried to go for monitoring and then backed by it.
Oh, shipping looks very nice since the last time I saw it with the cargo containers.
yeah, he updated that.
Looks awesome now.
Yeah, I really like the aesthetic that he's going for, at least in this area that he updated.
Mm. Oh, the one hallway is different as well with the container in the middle.
Yeah, it's a troll your container. It's like you're around the corner.
Like,
He also tightened it up quite a bit. It used to be a bit longer, I think.
yeah, noticed that.
It's not really
It's-
like it's not really a hallway anymore, so much as like like I don't know, an alcove.
Yeah. I don't know why you'd put a container there. Like, it's just in the middle of the hallway.
Oh, well, it's just
Like,
the
I don't know
map's-
about the map, it just seems random
Yeah.
to me. Like,
It's
it
too
wouldn't happen
favourable
in
for
real
the
life.
game. They need to balance it, like putting a
Just put a
giant
container.
container block one
Yeah.
side.
It's good. It's good for the map creator, but I just find it random.
The only thing I dislike most about it is that it's just a weird size. It's like a really big crate. I don't
Yeah.
think it's the same size. Is it actually? I'm not sure. I'm gonna be a terrible caster and just go and run across the map.
That's what
It
I'm
does
doing at the
seem a
moment.
little bit larger than the usual crates, I think. Oh well.
Yeah. You could fit an AusNS in there. I reckon.
Is that a reference to the Veil posters being?
Veil toasters.
Yeah, there are posters on Veil saying that all cargo must be checked. There's an ONOS inside one of them.
Oh, that's good as.
Yeah.
I actually didn't know that.
It's like one of the things you actually like when they cross the map and there's nothing else to do. Meanwhile, though, in this game, Marines have somehow
yeah,
been
the
able
game.
to cut so many nodes. I've been holding them. quite
5
well.
nodes, yeah. Have a look at the graph. Yeah, that's 4 nodes held for over, what's that, 2 minutes now.
I mean, compared to before when they were on 3 nodes, it looked pretty dire.
Mm.
I'm taking some good engagements against these lurks.
Or I think Aliens have 4 nodes now. Really doesn't make it too much of a big deal, because I think Fades should get up before Shotguns and Weapons 2 maybe?
Yeah.
Unless Weapons 2 is already researching. Which it isn't.
I think almost maybe on Cage, it's a good idea to try and just hold 4 nodes.
As
Because currently
Marines.
he's just been spending all this extra res that he's been getting on new nodes that get bit somewhere else, and he recaps somewhere else.
Yeah, rather than getting upgrades.
Stuff. Yeah, because he hasn't been able to afford anything. I think it's almost like Kodiak in the way that there's just not a really good established meta for it. I'm not sure if
Yeah.
it's quite so much the map or the way people play it.
I think it's definitely the map. It's a lot bigger than any other. And I think that makes a big change in game.
I think it'd probably be about Descent. Then again, that's not really giving it like a ringing endorsement. Oh, it's like Descent. It's really good.
Yes, Descent. I really don't like that map. The vents
Yeah.
on the left and right. Tech points, I think.
Yeah, the
Oh,
east
way
and west
OP.
spawns are just like terrible for Marines.
That's a lurk down. I didn't see where it was. Oh, sanitation
Yeah.
control.
I mean, I haven't been paying enough attention, but again, no mines, and the Marines haven't really needed to have mines because there seems to be alien pressure on Marine base. Oh, Provo Spanker. So
Oh,
goes down to 2 weapons, 1 LMG Marines. Very nice done. Very nice work by old weapons. Kind of wanted Ram to take that as well. Holding so breath. That's really something that the Marines needed at this point, to deny at least one of those fades. We need to see, do you reckon that they'll give up on the second bonus and get the Fleas Kalmos fade duo again? It seemed to work out fairly well last time.
I think wait.
Because Robo flashed.
Oh, he flashed
flashed
his
that
on fade.
I wouldn't want to say flash, but he did just die fairly early.
So I think Kalmos is saving by the looks of it. Not sure if... I don't know, see, I think they have enough res nodes to be able to save Kalmos to go on us. The hive up there, I wonder if the Marines see it or not. Yeah,
a lot of pressure on Fleas now. He's got to do work with his fade.
Yeah, I think the safe option would be to go another fade and just let one of the legs go on us once they get the res.
Oh, well, seems to be doing fine by himself.
Marines on 5 nodes now. But actually, no, I think one fade's enough because they need the skulks to bite res, like in monitoring den and
it's true,
auxiliary.
but they still need to actually do that, because still the UV skulks stuck here. It's at the point that you need the skulks to have the discipline to be able to run past fights and just trust the lurk and the fade to be able to take it. Because they need to...
I think it's hit the point where it doesn't matter if Marines take out Fury, so long as you got aliens like they are in auxiliary right now taking out res.
Yeah, definitely not enough like Cage.
Because to recap, Gen and auxiliary is a lot harder than aliens to recap like Fury or shipping.
Definitely. I like to see them get the node up in Central. It's one of the things I despise, is to see a gate by a node that's not built.
Yeah, that's very annoying, because it's a free node there.
Yeah, it's like, what's the point? The gate, even generally not liking gates that much. I guess they decided...
hive should go down.
Yeah, I guess they decided to just run straight to the hive. Might have been alright.
Take that out.
Oh, finally.
Good trade.
Finally seeing the
base
aliens.
push though.
Pushing.
I think the hive will go down and the beacon will be pulled, and it's not very good for aliens at all.
Didn't even get the gate down on base, so they can't.
Yeah, it was too late. If the first thing you know about 4 Marines in your hive is them being in your hive and not like scouted before,
yeah,
I think that's very bad for aliens. That's...
I'm not sure if that was a lack of parasites or...
I think no aliens were just in that area, like where life support is.
It's a bit surprising considering they're building a hive there. They usually have a couple aliens around just to lurk at the fade, sit around to protect. I'm not sure what...
Scouting, if anything.
Trying to kill the recapper, but as the solo fade, you can have the 2 fades and have 1 fade off to recap. I mean, to kill the recapper, but
But if you're the solo, I don't think you can do it. On this map, especially. So now Kalmos is up here with Ram. He's got a good position. Well, Ram spots him. Yeah, Kalmos plays well by hiding and running off. Yeah, that's good.
Such a pain.
You should go through the vent and kill monitoring, I think. Take advantage of the vents.
You can almost just be a jerk, sit in the vent and fucking taunt, start biting it. Be like, well, what are you going to do, Marine? He's going to leave me and let me bite the nose.
Yeah. Oh, Bales flies into the kill, very risky.
Ooh. Yeah, 4 Marines here in Central, and they're all pretty much split from one another.
Yeah, it was just a lot of 1v1s on lifeforms.
Bad luck.
Now let's need to get out.
Yeah, weren't able to capitalise on it really. Need to go elsewhere. Meanwhile, I missed Kalmos dying. I think into Ram here in Gen. Bit of a shame.
Ooh. I didn't see that either.
Yeah, he could just sat in the
Wait,
vent.
did Kalmos lose his fade?
Does he have? No, he just went
2
endless
pairs.
right now.
Oh, right. Well, that was quick. I guess that's what happens when you have 4 elements.
It
What
almost
happened?
sees the 3 shotguns. It's like, no thanks.
Yeah. Just take out Central, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely that's all there.
That's a very good trade for aliens, in my opinion.
Only because it seems like this central gate's gonna be fawn on the side.
Yeah, it makes the map a lot easier for Marines to mobilise. Ooh, 3 Marines in the sewer. And only a Fade and a Skulk to defend.
Pretty tough for Marines here though, unless they focus the fade. Oh,
There's only a Fade
still
left,
3
so...
left.
Where's the Onos? Yeah, he's going base, that's good. There's 4 out of base. So... that's a good move.
Yeah, that's pretty devastating for Marines, considering that they're going to at least lose Gen and probably Central.
Yeah, down to
Make
3
it
nodes
down
now.
to 2, yeah.
Oh yeah, 2 nodes after they lose Central.
If they're able to take Central. No, they're just going to run to Central and get the gate back up. Maybe.
I think so, yeah. Yep. And the aliens know about it now. And Fleas decides to run through 3 Marines.
No, it's casually. That's fine. Whatever.
Yeah. It's lucky they weren't shotguns. Or were they?
Level 1 indeed. Again, similar sort of situation. Marines starting to get pretty...
What's going
Low
base here is
reserves.
quite questionable in my opinion. Because all the Marines are around the gate.
Yeah, I mean...
So I think if he runs the gate, it might be alright.
Besides to go for the power, I think. Oh, this is very...
Yeah. This is what I was talking about. Because now he could get pinched as well if they phase to Central and run to Sanitation. But they
Yeah,
don't.
they should have forgot about the other life forms and just phased, and they might have been able to get him. He was still pretty healthy though.
Yeah, he is pretty healthy actually.
Especially
Well,
now he's got
50%.
regen, so now he's just invincible.
Now he can't
Without
die.
regen, yeah.
Umbra. I need a second light. Oh, gate in ventilation has been dropped. If that goes up, that's very bad. That's very bad for aliens.
I mean, Alan's got a lot of T-res. I'd almost just say, screw it, try and drop box.
Yeah,
Clear,
just get a
clear that
gorge
res,
to...
have the fade clear around, try and act like he's just killing recappers, but really he's defending high.
Yeah. I think that would be the only option they have, since they can't drop ventilation and they can't get further upgrades without second hive.
Aliens don't seem to really be making a decision about what to do. Killing all the nodes is
Yeah.
good. So are they going to pack now or not? I guess not. They just cluster in here and then.
Yeah, I think that's the thing a lot of teams makes the mistake with. They don't make decisions at this point in the game where it's very crucial to not doing anything.
This is a little bit hurt here. If there were shotguns here, it would be a lot more of a different story, I think.
I think it would favour aliens if there were shotguns, because the lurks in such a big room would spike them easily.
But, and they're already sort of forced out with the LNGs, so whatever.
Yeah. Kalmos is stuck here. He's 20%, 5% ish.
Oh, he's gonna get pistol. The pistol should finish
Oh
him.
my god.
Oh, that regen.
No, regen to OP.
Jeez. I thought for sure you were.
I really think aliens should have been able to clear vent there. Guess not. Where did they go? Where did they go? Oh, he's just healing.
This LNG is OP. Need shotgun.
I think this is the type of pressure Marines were lacking last game. With like a gate denying a second hive, allows them to hold the 4 resonance that they are holding. Because aliens have to either not get a second hive and keep biting res, or they have to commit to the gate and let the Marines keep res.
Yeah. Although I think almost it's the aliens not being as good on the res as last game. I mean, because it's just
Yeah, biting res.
it's just Andy who's just been able to go out. Bales is the one who's finally the lurk is going to go out and bite both these nodes. I think.
That's not very efficient because the lurk should be defending and the skull should be biting res.
I think maybe it's just communication. I mean, like Robo is not going to be able to do anything here at the skull.
What?
Maybe.
As you say that.
I don't know.
As you say that, he gets one. But
But,
the lurk would have done better.
I do think Bales is going to be up here and just bite down all these nodes. No one else is seemingly going to be able to do it.
So I'll put alien. Yeah, they're going for the 4-man pressure. I think that's way overdue. They should have done it earlier.
Yeah, it's definitely good. They can definitely. Oh!
Punish the lurk for being away from the pack. Because now the AusNS doesn't have too much defending him. He's just got himself and a fade.
They're doing really good at forcing these aliens to take fairly risky engagements. And a couple of times, life forms getting pretty low.
Yeah.
These Mirians need to know right now that they're not. There's no aliens around them, and where are they? They need to try and do some damage before the beacon's forced. No one near the gates though,
Right.
so once it's spawned, they won't be able to do anything. Might have been nice to see a skulk on a gate somewhere.
Yeah,
Instead
to
of
bide
going
it down
first.
while the beacon's out.
Yeah.
'Cause it's not like a skulk's going to do much in a pack of life forms. So Bales did well to take out monitoring Jen and Norks,
Yeah.
even though he was a lurk, but they are down, so he did get results.
It's pretty cheeky. He might get. I reckon he might get the tower node down.
Oh my god.
yeah.
2-2!
Ah.
Oh my god. It was like last game in Tram where the power node was on 22%, the lurk was in the vent spiking.
Nicely done by Robo to pick up on that. I think it was already a bit low from the assists at least.
Yeah. So that's a comeback by aliens, I think.
Yeah.
Bite down the res.
Game. Marines don't have no. Andy's got 61 years actually. I'm not sure where that came from. Could buy his friends from shotguns, I think. I suppose if they're gonna keep playing.
Maybe he's not a fan of the shotgun. I think this comeback started all from aliens biting down the top 3 res.
Yeah, definitely.
Wouldn't have happened without that.
I mean, usually when I see aliens lose cage, that's what happens, is that they either get forced to pack nodes, or they just entirely ignore how easy it is to get onto the north side, or to get the fragment marking back.
Yeah. Now our second hive is finally dropped. 20 minutes.
I think Andy still doesn't have a shotgun. I don't know why. If they are going to keep
Maybe just
doing
a
the
smoke.
service, and one node really needs to get those gym shotguns.
One node, one res.
It's just going to take so long for Marines to be able to drop even this one node in central. Good to see by the by Hells, the alien commander starting to assist up and just take every other node on the map. Because the Marines have to be here in central, and can't be anywhere else pretty much.
Yeah, it's good to see the commander getting greedy. Just take. You could even take Chen, I think.
Yeah,
Because it's not. It's going to be a while before any Marine gets to Chen, especially when it has cap monitoring.
Yeah, just system monitoring even, and just be a pain in the arse.
It costs them more to kill it than for you to drop it.
Yeah, bit of a weird call by those 2 lurks to go to base. And again, they're now just sitting here, not. I mean, AusNS doesn't have Umbra.
Yeah, he's invulnerable. I think it's just lane blocking, maybe they're just denying monitoring in gen, maybe, recappers. While Ionos scouts for a push to base.
Bit of a weird stalemate going on here though, honestly. Just Marines holding the gates, and aliens holding
Favors
the
aliens though, I think.
Oh yeah, by far.
It's
I
5
mean,
nodes, yeah.
Marines only holding central pretty much. Kind of forced.
Oh, the Fade Fleas! Oh my god.
That
Fleas is so YOLO.
I think really this place called life support should be renamed to that one hallway, because it's far longer than that one hallway is now. Now one hallway is alien heaven.
Yeah. I think I find it a bit ironic how it's called life support when for aliens it's possibly the most dangerous hallway 'cause it's so long.
I like that. I like that a lot. Take the gate! Take the gate! Don't go in here.
Yeah, don't fight the Marines.
Whenever
Down
there's
the big hallway.
Yeah, whenever there's 4 Marines, just go there.
I wonder if they know about the gate. Surely, they must know.
Oh, they'd have to. I mean, I don't know. Because no one's killed the gate, and they know that the gate's there.
Command station taking damage.
Yeah, I think they've kept gen. This should be over. 130 T-res. What to do with it? He has to wait for second hive.
Yeah, just PvE. Keep dropping
He's got
crags and whips. Crag and a whip in gen, crag and a whip in upper waist.
Yeah.
Crag up life support. System monitoring.
Yeah, definitely.
Try and take monitoring. Crag and a whip in monitoring. Just have the Marines do like 5 years and done.
Yeah. They should be done.
Still, I kind of disagree with these lurks just sitting around here and monitoring. But it doesn't seem like they've been accomplishing all that much, really.
I don't think there's much else for them to do unless they make a move on central.
They could be with the Onos, I suppose, scout with them. As Onos in the game.
That's a good
It
point.
just seemed that they were kind of just there, and they went base, and then got chipped and went out and regen, and then went base again. Got chipped and went out.
Okay, so it's 2-1 to Fragmented, is it? Yeah.
Let's see. All alien wins.
On a side like that. So a map's automatically picked by like admins or something?
Yeah, I think Bernard or Seb decided what the maps were and which order they're played in. And that's a round robin.
Okay.
But the maps aren't the same between teams. So it's not that every map gets played. I think it was 3 the first... No. I have no idea.
You're not in this tournament, are you?
No.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan.
Is Team Tommy?
Team Tommy is indeed playing. I think...
So you've left them?
I have indeed. I'm a real bastard.
Oh. Who's, is it? I might look up the ladder or something while we wait. Get some info on this comp.
Yeah. So, Bale Caged, Biden, Kodiak Jambi.
And it's, yeah, each week. No.
Actually, yeah, I'm not sure. Because I think, actually Fragmented, missed out on a week.
Yeah,
They've
last
been a
week.
bit AFK for a while. Yeah. AWOL. So maybe that's
Yeah,
why
there's
they're
no
playing.
score between them and Tommy last week.
Yeah.
Anyway, Oz are on top. 2 wins, no losses. Only losing one round so far.
Yeah, I actually have no idea in which order these maps are being played. Because just before, I watched Pi play Bidem and Jambi. So it's not
Oh.
one map a week. But I have no idea.
Maybe teams pick. I don't know.
I kind of feel like I should be doing a better job, but I honestly just prefer to watch.
Of casting?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
It's the same before. We watched Pi versus Intent, and it was Carrot, Jack, and I. And we were. I'm gonna again just apologize for those because those were just us talking about nothing at all. And occasionally we'd be like, "Oh my god, these folks missing so many bites," and then these Marines missing so many bullets. And there was just so much ripping on them. So
Very harsh.
just put one apology out there. Try and be a bit more mannered.
Hasn't been too much ripping on people this cast, has there?
Try and be as positive as possible. Nice to see the GBHF from AL. I think the only person I see that does
What's GB?
God bless, have fun.
Ah, right. I'm used to good luck, have fun. GL, HF.
So yeah, Marine's going for the second IP in mind, or just the IP? Oh, Brad's building. Brad, okay. I think what the Marines are going for is Brad started in the chair, and the commander was outside, so that when they do get mines, the commander will be able to hop out and put mines down.
Yeah, I like that. That's a good move, I think.
I don't quite understand why.
It saves a Marine from coming back to
Yeah.
drop the mines, I think. But then you could just have the Marines spawn and drop mines.
You just sort of waste the 5 res though. 'Cause the
Yeah.
Marine commander will just have 5 pre-res that never gets used.
It's like 2 welders.
Although, meanwhile, they still haven't really got the mines anyway. Not that they needed them. There's actually a really important fight here between Brad and Aldwick in Gen. Because it governs whether the Marines are going to be able to cap these 2 nodes or not. For a long while.
I think Aldwick, yeah, nice work there by Aldwick.
Pick. That's pretty tough because it means that Marines are going to be stuck here on 2 nodes.
For quite a while as well. If Aldwick bites down monitoring.
I suppose you see them have 2 IPs and they're all stuck in base, pretty much.
Yeah, there's not many engagements won, I think.
Yeah.
So far, I think, just because Marines are so far behind, aliens will be able to cap shipping and auxiliary. Just because of how big this map is. So it's like, I don't see aliens losing at the moment.
I mean, they can either cap Gen or run straight to Hawks or shipping. And they'll probably decide to cap. Maybe understandably so, but it means that aliens are going to have easy res.
You don't see much of this 2 cap in Gen, but I think it's worth it for Marines right now. I think it's a good call. Lord Bayless does move out.
Oh,
He gets picked.
bad to have
big loss.
split up with the line of sight. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can definitely see because they just lost the 1v1 before, they meant they couldn't cap, and if they lost it again, especially now because there were 2 aliens there, if a solo marine was left in gen, they would have had no chance.
Yeah, definitely. But they did split themselves up there, so it was like a 2v1, 2v1,
Yeah.
which is definitely not what you want to see in such an important area. Because losing that engagement there for Marines gives aliens auxiliary and shippings uncontested.
I don't really know on this map, spawning in sewer, like, who has upper waist? It's sort of like a node that no team can really hold. Because the Marines
they
can
can't
so
share
easily
the
come in and kill it, but if the Marines try and cap it, then they either have to have someone sit there for the whole game, or it just gets bit down.
Kind of reminds me of Summit, how we used to have close spawns.
Yeah.
There'd be that res node in between. I think it was always Marines should cap that 100% because it denies aliens capping it for 1, but also like by the time the aliens butted down, if it's just 1 skull, the res node would earn back its 10 res, so there's like no point in not capping it, I think.
Fair enough.
And it's not like you can't really pressure. If you're in upper waist, you don't really have much to do except cap it, unless you're going to pressure the hive alone, which I don't think should be done. So you may as well cap.
I suppose good call, because for some reason the Skulks were just leaving it alone, and it's a node right by their base. AL
Yeah,
again.
AL decides to go by.
I think this is the 3rd Skulk I've seen just run by it. Oh, he does a 180. Oh, look, he can go. It's like can he hear us? I swear, we were just saying about that, he does a 180 immediately and goes
I think
back
our
and
channels are
back.
linked or something,
Yeah,
because
definitely. See, I'd almost want to see these Marines just leave this node and go to Fury instead. Try and cut
yeah,
this.
you don't want 3 Marines in not doing anything in my upper waist.
Especially don't know
Actually,
if
going
I'm
for the
trying to
hive.
cap this. Oh, this is actually kind of interesting. Gonna go for the shells, I think.
Hopefully.
Ah,
Shells are the... Yeah, they'd have to go for shells.
they've got to make this
Actually,
count,
egg
though,
lock.
on the 1 node. The works are up there. Let's go on a base. They have mines at least.
I think this is a good
That'll
call.
hold them up. Yeah.
Marines
Tell
have
them
to
Yeah,
end
we
it
need to go
now, or
big.
they won't be able to end it, I think.
Yeah, we really need to go big
They
right
don't.
now before phase pop.
Yeah, unlucky. Yeah, it's not looking good for aliens. I mean, for Marines. Only on 1 res node against 5 alien.
Again, almost a repeat of last map. It seems that Alien wins and Intent is able to just end it quicker.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't think this game's gonna go for as long as the last one. And Fade Regs is back to top, and Marines only have Armor 1, Mine. Not gonna really be able
They
to
won't
do
get armor 2. They won't get weapons 1 for a while either.
Can barely afford to get a node. Not sure why Fleas and Bales ran back. Guess they could have come to base, but they had 3 spawners.
Hmm.
No reason.
The hive has dropped. And the drifter all the way from central making its journey.
Look at him go. They're back.
I think your game's already over.
Yeah, I agree. Especially with the fades out.
They just need
I
to
mean,
cap
they
central
couldn't
and
even
they drop
push out a
central
spawn
once.
with the fades not being there.
Mm.
I'm not really
Weapons
sure.
1 only just started then.
Yeah.
Lol, shoddy rush with no P-res, GG. F4.
Alright. Good on them. Well played by Intent.
Hmm. I think well played by both teams throughout the whole night.
Yeah, definitely. Strange to see pretty much a mirror from both teams across both rounds, really. Didn't seem like either side really wanted to change their playstyle significantly between rounds.
Yeah.
He wants to scream. Whole cast out. You want to sign
Whole
off? Tom?
cast. Been cast out?